Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to NPR, Russia launched a massive barrage of ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, and drones targeting Ukraine's capital overnight. The intense bombardment killed at least 11 people and injured 54 others, including 2 children. Loud explosions shook Kyiv for hours as residents sought shelter inside metro stations. Ukrainian officials reported that the strikes damaged residential buildings and civilian infrastructure at approximately 30 locations across the city, including Shevchenkivsky, Desniensky, and Darnitsky districts. Emergency crews worked throughout the day to rescue residents trapped under the rubble of partially collapsed apartments. Following what was described as a night of horror, Ukrainian Foreign Minister Andriy Sybiha strongly appealed to international allies to expedite the delivery of advanced air defense systems and missiles to protect Ukrainian cities. He emphasized that Ukraine is exercising its right to self-defense against ongoing Russian aggression. According to Al Jazeera, international oil prices have plummeted to levels not seen since the outbreak of the U.S.-Israel war on Iran. Fueled by growing optimism for a permanent peace agreement, on Thursday, Brent crude fell more than 1% to below $71 per barrel, marking a return to pre-war prices. This represents a decline of over 38% from the post-war peak of $126 per barrel recorded in late April. The market downturn comes after Qatar, serving as a key mediator, announced positive progress in indirect negotiations between Washington and Tehran. Additionally, U.S. President Donald Trump commented positively on the denuclearization talks. While shipping traffic in the strategic Strait of Hormuz has shown tentative signs of recovery, maritime crossings remain significantly below pre-war averages due to lingering safety concerns. Analysts caution that while the market is reacting to the peace prospects and a temporary boost in supply, the geopolitical situation remains highly volatile, and it is still too early to assume that oil prices will remain stable at these lower levels. According to JJ Press, Japan's finance ministry announced on Thursday that it has set the coupon rate for the July issue of 10-year Japanese government bonds, JGBs, at 2.7%. This rate, auctioned on the same day, represents the highest level seen in 29 years and 1 month, rising from the 2.4% coupon set for the June issue. The decision to raise the coupon rate reflects the recent upward movement in Japan's long-term interest rates. These rates have been driven higher by persistent inflation fears, which are being fueled by a weakening yen and geopolitical uncertainty in the Middle East. Under its standard policy, the Finance Ministry revises the JGB coupon rate every 3 months. In May, the yield on the benchmark 10-year JGB reached 2.8%, hitting its highest mark in nearly 3 decades. Since then, the long-term yield has fluctuated within a range of 2.6% to 2.7%, prompting the ministry's latest adjustment to the coupon rate. According to a report by Al Jazeera, the de facto United States ambassador to Taiwan, Raymond Greene, has urged the self-governing island to transform into a hornet's nest of aerial, surface, and subsurface drones to deter potential military conflict with China. Speaking at a drone forum in Taichung, Greene emphasized that unmanned systems present a game-changing opportunity to bolster Taiwan's security and maintain regional peace, citing Ukraine's successful defense efforts using similar technology. Taiwan's President William Lai Ching-te has also stressed the urgency of developing asymmetric warfare capabilities. describing the defense expansion as a race against time. However, local political dynamics have complicated funding. The opposition-controlled parliament recently passed only a portion of the administration's requested defense budget. Additionally, regional defense acquisitions face delays, with a U.S. military official previously stating that a $14 billion American arms sale to Taiwan had been paused to prioritize ammunition reserves for the U.S.-Israel war against Iran. In response, Taiwan's opposition party has proposed its own drone funding framework. According to Yonhap News Agency, the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, has warned that South Korea's growing dependence on semiconductor exports could make its economy more vulnerable to external shocks and cyclical volatility. In its OECD Economic Surveys, Korea 2026 report, the Paris-based organization acknowledged that chip exports and investments remain major economic growth drivers, especially amid the artificial intelligence boom, which led the OECD to upgrade South Korea's 2026 growth outlook to 2.6%. However, the OECD stressed that this extreme concentration creates strategic vulnerabilities and output fluctuations. To secure long-term fiscal health amid severe demographic challenges, such as an inverted population age structure driven by extremely low birth rates, the OECD advised South Korea to restructure government spending and further raise the pension eligibility age. Additionally, the report recommended addressing labor market dualism, pursuing property tax reforms to support residential mobility, and preparing for ongoing energy price volatility. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.